Welcome again for the part 2 of the individual income tax calculation series for the year of assessment 24-25. We discussed already in this question we are going to develop, right? The first part we discussed already in the part 1 of this video series. Then the part 2 we are going to add further addition one by one. Then the next video, part 3, I will be discussing the business income of individual, right? Then this is Dr. Udaya as a consultant at Peradeniya Hospital. He's having the primary employment. I would say this one we can call it as primary employment as well, right? And then this one is a secondary employment. For another employment income if there, we can add it as a secondary employment. Then he need to give, when he's having the two employment, he need to give primary employment declaration form, and also he need to give for the second employer as he need to declare that one as a secondary employment declaration form also. Then both forms, primary employment declaration, he need to sign it and give it to primary employer. Secondary employment declaration, he need to sign and give it to secondary employer. Then that declaration I will share in this video description. Then you can also download what is primary employment declaration, the latest one, and the secondary employment latest one, which is not applicable for this year of assessment. It is the secondary employment which is updated slabs and everything. So that is useful for the current year, that is we are currently in 25-26 tax year of assessment, right? But it is useful for you to get some sort of knowledge. So when it's come to examination, no need to worry about that, because the secondary employment, it's captured under table 7 under the APIT table. So when it's come to examination questions, you will get exactly the how much is this remuneration, gross salary, and also you will get the APIT deduction by the secondary employment, how much they have deduct as a APIT, right, in the table 7. Then you no need to calculate in deep most of the exam. So then the question will come up with the tax deduction as well. So then let's go to this calculation, the previous calculation. If you haven't watched the previous part 1, please do watch and come back to this video, otherwise you are some sort of lacking information, then you can't grab the exact things what I'm talking here, right? So when it's come to employment, for your easy reference, I would say this one, right? I will split this line into 2, so then you can easily understand, like primary employment, right? Then I will put this one little front, and I will take this one as secondary employment. Right, secondary employment. So this one I will delete. Then the primary employment in 1000, 9600, secondary employment 3000, altogether 12600, right? So primary and secondary. And again you need to make sure then APIT deduction as per the T10 certificate issued by the employers, right? Those T10 certificate need to attach for primary and secondary employment purpose. So these two, when it's come to examination question, you don't need to attach those things, right? When it's come to actually for the practical application, when someone submitting the tax return as those who have in primary employment and secondary employment, they need to attach those certificate as well, right, when they are submitting tax return. So then this is the total employment assessable income, because in this question we are discussing only part 1 and part 2. Then when it comes to part 3, I will discuss the business income as well, right? So here total assessable income and relief in the year of assessment 24-25, right? When it's come to 24-25, you always know which is starting year of assessment 21-24 is starting from 1st April 2024 to 31st March 2025. Then I am talking this 12-month period, right? After that period, there are some changes which are not examinable if the examiner is focusing in the question is asking you to calculate for the year of assessment 24-25. The reason changes are not applicable. So mainly you need to focus this year of assessment, which laws apply, right? So therefore key focus is the year of assessment, which year of assessment they are asking, right? Most of the exam current days you are having the year of assessment 24-25, not the 25-26. Then I will do a separate video for 25-26. I noticed that few questions in the comments in the previous video asking 25-26 also some question. I will discuss based on my availability again later when I am having the time. Then I will do separate session having the brief summary. Once I completed this series, I will do one video including 25-26 as well, right? So these laws applicable only for the, because tax free threshold per month is 100,000 in this year of assessment multiplied by 12, then you will end up with 1.2 million, right? Then the other relief, solar, all these things we'll discuss one by one later. Then total, then you can see in the previous example we end up with tax this much, right? Because only primary employment. Then when it comes to secondary employment, we added this one and the tax credit also given, right? Then what you can do is here first one I would say primary, the second one I would say secondary employment, right? And secondary employment 1080, this one minus this, nothing is payable because if the employer has done the proper job, employer has deducted proper tax, then no need to pay any additional taxes because they are following with the tax table. It's all automatically get equal. That's the way the APIT tables has calculated and published. Then I will, for your further information, I will provide the table 7 link for your easy reference if someone wanted to learn more about table 7 secondary employment. You can do the some examples are there in the PDF as well, you can see, but for the examination purpose that's enough. If someone getting primary employment, secondary employment, then examiner will provide this employment incomes and the tax credit. Just need to do that's it, right? Easy and straightforward. Then the next video I'm going to discuss business income, right? So, and see you on next video, part 3 with the business income. Thank you.